Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh, sorry, headphone users. Yeah, so today I'm going to be recording a super simple skincare routine that is my everyday PM skincare routine. So this is what I would say. So what I'll probably introduce to you guys are like skin cycling. So skin cycling, the concept of skin cycling is basically not having an exact routine every night, but like changing it based on your needs. So if I know I'm going to exfoliate on maybe every 3 nights, like twice a week, I typically don't. I'm quite dry. Maybe I do it once a week or every 10 days. But yeah, I would have like routine A and routine B. Or if I know that I want to start to use a bit of anti-aging products at night, like retinol, I'll make that like routine C. In the morning, let's say I know that I would want to use vitamin C, and other times in the morning I won't want to put vitamin C because vitamin C is quite an irritating ingredient. Yeah, so you'd kind of like give certain, you'd probably have 6 different routines, but not vastly different. But what we want to have is like the core routine to keep the same. So what today I'm going to be showing you is like a core routine. So this routine is going to be really easy. What it's going to include is going to be your cleanser step, your toner step, your essence step, and your moisturizer. I'm actually going to be trialing a new cleanser. So that's probably not going to be my typical routine, but this is technically, if people are asking me like, what do you do every day, this is like my core everyday routine. And then twice a week I would put retinol. I'll also be hopefully in future videos be doing more anti-aging skincare routine, because I've started to use a lot more anti-aging products, and then talking about that. I'm also going to be talking about pore care later on, and also hopefully skincare devices. I've only got one skincare device, but for like my experience on them in the long term, I feel like trialing things for a long term, not just having initial thoughts. That's why I record a lot of empties videos, because I like to use an entire product before forming an opinion. I don't see value in first impressions. I can see value in mentioning them perhaps in a short, or if someone like asked me like what's your first impression, but recording a video for the purpose of a first impression. So even though I say that I'm using a cleanser for the first time, so yeah, that's because it's a travel size, and I didn't want to bring a bunch of different cleansers for my travels. Hi guys, so now I'm going to be doing the first step to my nighttime routine. So I actually was going to use something I've always used, but you know what? I think for my first nighttime routine, I'm feeling, and I'm traveling, I decided to get this Arencia rose hip cleanser as a traveler. The only thing that's really disgusting is I don't have a spatula, so I might have to just dig my finger like this. This is not what I would usually do. Don't worry, I have washed my hands right before this, I promise you. So, just showing you how I use it. Yeah, this nail's removed. Usually, I typically do not wear press-ons. So it's definitely more hygienic than this. I don't really find press-ons that hygienic. But yeah, I would usually get a spatula, but yeah, I would not recommend this to everyone. But if you wash your hands, and it's a very small bottle, so don't think it would get ruined that easily. So I'm gonna just start. The accommodation I'm currently staying at, the hot water I get is really hot, so I'm gonna start being a bit louder. Any audio that doesn't get picked up, I'm gonna try and re-record over it. But I just want to show you how the foam looks like. This is not something I want to do again, guys. So I usually just wet my hands a little bit and start creating the foam first. My hands are, like, I get really sensitive. I typically do not let the water run, but can you see here? Oh, I don't even know if you're getting this. I'm just trying not to show my hand. Very hard to show cleansing step as a hijabi. So what I'm going to do is just show you how the foam looks like. Sorry, technical difficulties with my towel. I'm just going to show. I think what I'm going to do next time is get a really old hijab that I don't mind getting a bit dirty, and just bring that on my journey with me whenever I record these videos. I typically use two hands. What I'm going to do is actually turn off the water for now. I was avoiding it, but I just want you to see the texture. So it kind of sinks in quite easily. I'm actually going to reattempt this. Oh, it's very hot. Gonna get a bit more product. I just really want to show you the foam, guys. So what it is, at night, I typically use a foam cleanser. If I had makeup throughout the day, I use an oil cleanser. And you can kind of see how much soap. Because it has now sunk into my face, is not ideal. What I do is massage for 60 seconds. I'm really dry skinned. But yeah, hopefully I'll try and speed up this process. Hold on here. Right after that, I actually then wash my face in the sink. Not in the sink, in the shower to let all the cleanser go off. And I also actually add more cleanser onto my body. But yeah, obviously not going to show you that part. So stay, I guess it'll be 10 seconds for you, but maybe like 10 minutes for me for the next part. So I'm done with the shower. Did the first step cleanse. Well, I'll say it feels a little bit more dry than the green mochi cleanser. I don't know if the rose hip little travel size sample is meant to be a bit more stripping, but I don't feel like it's as like the green one doesn't feel as stripping. But I think I also I didn't wear any sunscreen today. I know, shocking. But I had training. Even though I woke up early I just felt like I needed to read the pre-reading materials for my training. Too much waffle for my nighttime skincare routine. Because my shower was really hot, because I'm not at my house, I'm away. I did use a carrot toner pad just to because it felt so dry in the shower and it was so hot. I did do this, but this I usually use toner pads in the morning, not typically at night. Yeah, just to let you know. So I'm being super transparent, guys. So, next I will be talking about the I think it used to be called Real Manio, but I think now it's called Manio. So this is the Manio Panther Tonin Essence Toner. So I'm going to go a bit closer for you guys. Yeah. I think the two main ingredients being panthenol and ectoin. Panthenol, honestly, one of my favorite ingredients. What I'll say about this toner is very thick, and you're going to see when I do my application. But I'm going to do a little bit on my hand just so you can... Oh my goodness. I just came out. Yeah, the one thing about this is that it just runs straight away. As I'm like, leaving space, I don't want to ruin my abaya. So, usually I would put it on the palms of my hands, but I don't want to waste this. So I'm just going to slide this off, put it on my cheeks. But usually I just put it on my hands and then go a bit crazy. So yeah, I just do like this. I do not use cotton pads. I don't see the point. Yeah, they're very thick texture, or very thick for a toner, I'll say. It's very moisturizing. What I'll say though, the funny thing is that this toner was actually not a First Love toner. It was actually pretty... I don't know if... I'm not sure exactly what ingredient it was, but there was a specific ingredient that I think during winter time I just couldn't take. But I also feel like in wintertime, because I've got such bad eczema, I just can't tolerate most things anyway. So even if an ingredient isn't necessarily that good, and even sensitive skin can handle it, I can't handle most things during wintertime, and wintertime's a really bad time for me. You can see it drips. Yeah. But now that the really deep cold has gone and I'm not using my heater as often, this is fine. What I'll say is better at moisturizing than hydrating. I would say a little tip that I like to tell people is actually to use a like super watery super thin watery toner that's like water. So like the round nab doctor toner that I think I mentioned maybe in my first empties video, and that is like literally like water to prep your skin. And I know toner is technically meant to prep your skin, but I feel like this preps it for moisture, and I don't know why, but it makes my skincare work. um yeah, and I will say that because it's quite thick, I don't always need a really thick serum, or I can just go straight into moisturizer. But I do lean dry, so I do kind of like to actually then, oh no, I dropped product on my abaya. Next, I follow it up with a Torregen Sodium Essence, and I just got a little bit at the bottom. I think it's my third bottle. I think I said I had a third empty at home. I realized I could brought it with me so I can get to use it. This is technically, I feel like, almost the same consistency, but because it's less runnier, I'm like, is it technically thicker so I can layer it on top? But I've also like done it the other way around a few times, and it doesn't really make too much of a difference. But I think essence is meant to be a bit thicker. But yeah, this is literally such a good prep. So if I'm not using a watery toner, I'll just use the Panther Terran toner, then this. I'll say now that the weather's gone hotter, now experiencing like, what's the weather been like this week? Well, it was raining today and last night, but for the past week it's been like 19 degrees, 18 degrees. So I wouldn't actually go with the Panther Terran toner. I'll just go with a more watery, runnier toner. Oh, guys, this is not good. This is not good at all. Yeah, I'm just trying to do it in real time for you guys. Yeah, so I'm just keeping it simple. I'm not doing too much, guys. We're just gonna keep today's routine very, very simple. But yeah, also the reason why I didn't go in with the watery toner is because I already used the toner pack. And you're like, that's too many toners. Yeah, so I don't know why I do like using a two toner routine, and I don't know why it just works for my skin. People might be saying that means your toner is not good enough. Not necessarily. It's the combination. It's like the synergy effect of them working together. It just works. I think I just realized I can't put something thick straight away onto my face. I need a water layer. Sometimes I just literally splash my face again with water, because sometimes by the time I come out of the shower and like dry my body and stuff and like wear my clothes, like my face starts drying. I do sometimes just try and put toner in the right after I come out of the shower, but sometimes it's not always the case because I like to store my skincare products in my room. Anyway, guys, this is too much waffle. Next, I actually go with a moisturizer. So depending on how my skin is feeling, I do use a retinol eye serum, or like I use a tranexamic eye serum, but my skin has been a little bit sensitive lately, and that's purely based on the fact that I've been not applying my sunscreen religiously, and it's been really hot recently, and I've just been not doing the applications. So I've been doing it when I need to, and then not reapplying throughout the day. So I've got a bit of skin sensitivity, but that's myself, and it's not to do with the skincare products I've been using. So yeah, for the moisturizer, what I like to use is the Dermicica Barrier Sleeping Pack. I've literally got like a smidge left in here, like barely anything. That's why I put it in my empties video. Yeah, do a lot of recycling tonight. So let's just see. And this is so gorgeous. It's got like an oil layer to it. And what I like to do is do little dots on my face. I don't know why I like doing that. I don't know. I can't explain it. It just feels relaxing to do that. I don't like to over put product, and I want to evenly distribute. So I like to like do dots on my face. And I also like to use the tip of my fingers, and I have no idea why. I just don't like doing the whole. I'm very someone who like feels grossed out by texture. I get the ick. Like I'm like, you just want to throw up. I have no idea why though. Let me know if you guys have that. If you're like this far along, I thank you. Um, but yeah. And yeah, guys, that was my routine. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it's actually not too long. I'm really hoping that it'll be like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Because that's typically actually how long I take. But I know I do waffle a lot. But I really just enjoy talking about my experiences, trying various products. And if you guys are interested in a certain routine, do let me know. I think I'll probably be a bit more apprehensive with things for geared towards oily skin, but I can still try things out and see like, is this actually sensitive skin friendly, or how's the texture of this thing. I do actually have some products for oily skin that I'm hoping to use actually for Q2 in the summer, so I can probably give some recommendations. But yeah, if you guys do watch my videos, I'm always going to say I do have dry and dehydrated skin, so if you watch me, it's probably better if you have dry and dehydrated skin, because then I can recommend products closer to you. But also still watch me anyways, because I might say this product is not good for dry skin, it's actually better for oily skin. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope to see you soon. Bye.